Your love came flying through my window as sweetly as a little sparrow.
Hi, I'm Atul Shrivastava and welcome to EcoExpert TV. I'm delighted to be joined by Joyce here from Compassion in World Farming and a report that they've produced here, which I'm really interested in, which shows that you can actually feed the world without needing factory farming. So Joyce, can you tell me a bit about Compassion in World Farming?
Compassion in World Farming is the leading charity which campaigns for an end to factory farming, and we'd love to see it off the face of the earth by 2050. But obviously there are lots of steps to get there. And this report, which we commissioned by experts in Austria and Germany, actually shows us that it can be done, because there's so much growth in meat eating around the world at the moment in China and fast developing countries like that a lot of people say, well, you know, the only way to do it is have all the animals indoors, factory farming, all the pigs on horrible slatted floors, the chickens in cages, etc. It's not necessary. You don't have to do it that way. And this report shows that you can do it in a more environmentally friendly way and a more animal welfare friendly way, and still have enough food for everybody. But there's a big if.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think that's really important because I think a lot of people will assume that the only way to feed 9 billion people projected by 2050 is to have factory farming, but of course that's not the case. And can you give us a couple of examples of how we can get around this assumption?
Well, we can get around this assumption by looking at what will happen in the two scenarios. If we all go on eating more meat, you're going to probably have to cut down the forests. You're certainly going to have huge land use change. So lots of sort of special, beautiful eco areas like the Cerrado in Brazil will be turned into soya farms to grow animal feed or into cattle ranches. And that's really bad. You'll have more and more water use to produce meat because it's very water intensive and there's not enough water in the world for all of us. And of course, if people go on eating more meat, then you're going to have more colon cancer, probably more heart disease, etc. These are all related to a consumption of meat, or can be. And of course, you're going to get lots of pollution from the factory farms. Now, if people reduce their meat consumption, instead of eating lots more, say we let people who eat very little meat, like in sub-Saharan Africa, they can have some more, but we've all got to cut down so that they can have some more. And we all end up at a level that's sustainable for the planet, for the animals, so they have decent welfare, and for our own health. And this report shows that it can be done. It's modelled the whole thing. It's very scientific, but this is an easy summary, and you can get it from the Compassion website.
So Joyce, what can people do to help this process?
Well, everyone who lives in the Western world and eats quite a lot of meat can cut down on their meat consumption. Maybe have 1 or 2 meat-free days a week and cut down on dairy as well. You can't have dairy without meat. So I think that would really help. And it means that you will have less pollution in the world. You can have more food for everybody. It means that people who eat very little meat can eat some more meat. And it means that there will be a greener planet, a healthier planet, healthier human population, less cost to health services, and so kind of win-win situation for everybody and for the planet.
Yeah, great. And that's not asking people to become completely vegetarian. It's just 1 or 2 days a week will make a big difference if everyone in the world does that.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a vegetarian, but obviously if you want to be a vegetarian, that's great, because it makes up for the people who don't do a damn thing.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah,
Okay, and finally, for viewers that want to find out more about Compassion in World Farming, can you tell us the website address?
Yes, Compassion in World Farming's website is ciwf.org. Very simple.
That's brilliant and a really excellent report. So Joyce, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your love came flying through my window as sweetly as a little sparrow. You said